They look amazing.
It's feeling so good right now. Feeling so good right now. Yeah, yeah.
Hello everybody, my name is and welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to BTS Dynamite, me and 2 million people around the world, probably. If this gets 10 views, I'm gonna be happy, because I really like these guys for what they represent. Well, you know what, it's like, everybody wants BTS in their channel because ARMY comes. The only problem with ARMY is like ARMY comes and goes in my channel. I don't have the main key that is always in all my other groups. When I start reacting to them, I always have like this super fan boy, super fan girl that is actually guiding me of what I need to do to become part of, you know, like the fandom and everything. It doesn't happen with BTS. I don't have really that reception. But anyways, like, well, I'm gonna be reacting to this. This is called Dynamite, and it has been a while, but I love these dudes. I love their charisma. 1 and 2 and 3. They always have this thing that I always say, as a production designer, and you know, I work with film, they know how to make the camera fall in love with them because of how they stare at the camera. They look and they look fresh and innocent, but at the same time. All right, so color palette, pastels. Okay, Jimin, that's what I'm saying. Nice. Who's that? Ah, Jungkook. I always confuse him with V, but alright, dude. Groovy, dude. Groovy. That's my dude. RM could be. Alright, so we have the 2 rappers, J-Hope too. They're playing cute again, but cute fun. They caught him eating a donut? That's not in the diet, dude. That's what I'm saying. The way they look at the camera is crazy. Jimin is giving us some Michael Jackson vibes? What's happening here? Of course, V with his crazy looks. I think this is an look. They're doing all these Michael Jackson steps. Plus, it sounds kind of disco, like early 80s. Wow. Okay. That's exactly what I'm saying. They look fresh. They look fresh and real, if you know what I mean. It's nothing forced. Okay, yeah, it's disco. It's reading right on top of it. I'm sorry if I go to all the concepts like, whoa, that step is from Sister Act 2. I guess they are doing homage to all their... And those are all disco steps. They look amazing. Alright, Jin. If you add some denim in the middle, okay, they are totally disco in this one. Alright, he's in charge of the bridge. Oh, so cute. What's happening? I knew that was gonna happen. They always do that. It just hits us with I'm loving that all of them were highlighted. I had so much trouble trying to realize which name of which character. I love when they are like this and they are all like are highlighted in their own. Wow. There you go, V. Of course. That was fresh. That was cool. You know what I mean? one thing that came across is like we have been on this trend of like retro wave, but kind of synth waves, like kind of like a late 80s, early 90s, I guess. These kids are here bringing us all the way to the early 80s when it was still in transition with disco, because you have the early vibes, but also you have the disco vibes at the process. And they are playing on their choreographies with all this like kind of like iconic dance steps. I don't know if I'm not saying butcher, but that's like what's come to my mind. Look, I'm old, but I'm not that old. But I like nostalgia stuff. So I watch a bunch of movies and all stuff. So a bunch of stuff that comes here in my mind is like we have a lot of Michael Jackson references. We have a lot of Saturday Night Fever reference with John Travolta doing their, you know, like the iconic step. We have some Sister Act 2 references that, of course, it was not, they didn't create those steps, but like, it was like kind of like famous at that time. And if you haven't seen any of those movies, you need to go and watch them, because that's exactly what they try to represent here. At the same time, I always say the same thing about the kids. These kids are, that's why they are on top, because not only because of how good talented they are, like skill wise, we all know that they can rap like crazy, they can sing like crazy, they dance like crazy, but I think that the whole huge vibe that they have is their charisma, and their charisma towards how can they, like, it's almost like the camera is another limb that they have, you know what I mean? It's because they look at it and they make us melt for them because of how they behave. All of them were highlighted. I loved it. I love the whole, you know, that Jungkook started with the song, because normally it's always V, but I'm always confusing the two of them because they're so handsome and they look like brothers. But and then of course we have RM and J-Hope that they gave us a little rap, but it was mostly like vocals, and that was pretty amazing because I guess that was the whole song about. I always have BTS on the fence on my channel because I always get a lot of really good feedback on my other playlist, but in BTS for some reason they don't. Maybe because there's so many people doing this, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, they do it because they just wanted like attention, and me, I just look like because I want to understand how these kids became so famous. So if you guys are ARMY or, you know, part of the ARMY, I would always like to have, you know, somebody that is like helping me through the process of liking these kids and understanding these kids. I haven't had that support, so I just need somebody. I only need one person that is gonna be saying like, hey daddy, I think that you should go this way, that way, because I wanted to learn about that. And I just get excited when I get support from my community. My community is always telling me, now you need to do this, now you need to do that, now you need to do that. Okay, so if you guys are new to my channel, make sure that you check my BTS playlist. I have at the beginning with BTS, I was a little on the fence because I remember, and this is not the kids' fault. It's always like the manager of the company, whoever is doing. They had like a lot of this like very chauvinistic heavies. Well, they were like treating girls in the bad way, and I was like, what the frick is going on? But of course it was just like a choice that they did in the early days, and then the company moved them towards a more fresh look, and that's what we are getting most of the time now, and that's what they are, because you can tell, you can feel it. You cannot be this fresh if you are not like that. That would be, you can see that would be fake. So, all right, so that was too much for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Make sure that you check my BTS playlist. Remember, this was early beginnings, and I just need to continue it because I stopped it because of the lack of support. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna be very honest. If you don't support my videos, then why I should be reacting to them? But I always like them, so I'm gonna be doing it anyway, so whatever you do or not. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, take care.
So